That we do. We want to get a quick update in here while we've got the opportunity.
This will be a good time, Jamie. We have no area match here, and there's no consolation match, so you've got 6 minutes.
Is that all? All right, taking a look at the Independence sectional. As Jacob Wolf from Independence will wrestle for third and fourth. He got beat in the semifinals. Weight class 113, Mitch Evans from Independence is in the championship. He'll take on Austin Stout from Charles City. Weight class 120, Drew Davis from Independence is in the finals. He'll take on Johnny Etherington from Charles City. Weight class 126, Tanner Erickson Dale will wrestle in the third and fourth place match. Weight class 132, we saw Peyton Olting will wrestle for fifth and sixth. Weight class 138, Luke House from Independence will wrestle for fifth and sixth. 145, Chase Straws in the championship match. Take on Alex Mitchell from Charles City. 152, Jake Jewell from Independence is in the championship. He'll take on Zach Milks from Charles City. Weight class 160, this looks like an Independence Charles City dual meet here. 160, Nick Holt from Independence is in the championship. He'll take on Seth Nigel from Charles City. 170, Zach Kramer from Independence was beat in the semifinals. He'll take on Jacob Page from Charles City in that third and fourth place match. 182, Kyle Fank from Independence is in the championship. He'll take on Brock Sorensen from Denver Tripola. 195, Matt McMillan from Independence is in the finals. He'll take on Taylor Cole from Charles City. Weight class 220, Jason Grover from Independence is in the finals. He'll take on Mike Kruger from Denver Tripola. And at heavyweight, Mitch Zaleski from Independence is in the finals. He'll take on Craig Schweer from Denver Tripola. At the Starmont sectional, class 1A, as we'll get those brackets pulled up here. Again, that up at Starmont today. At weight class 106, Cody Cleve from Starmont is in the finals. He will take on Mike Jones from Edco in that championship match. Ryan Kramer from East Buchanan will wrestle for fifth and sixth. Weight class 113, Carter Alvis, your top seed, is in the finals. He will take on Gannon Cook from East Buchanan. John Gilson from Starmont is in the third and fourth place match. Weight class 120. Weight class 120, Jake Hewins from Starmont is in the fifth and sixth place match. Kyle Decker from Independence is in the third and fourth place match. Weight class 126, Joe Meisner from Edco is in the championship. He'll take on Bryce Ackerman of Wapsie Valley in the finals. Kyle Keating from East Buchanan will wrestle for fifth and sixth. And David Hayes from Starmont was beat out of the tournament. Weight class 132, Dusty Decker from Starmont is in the third and fourth place match. In the third and fourth place matches, he was beaten in the semifinals.
It's a mild upset there, Jamie.
On the backside, Christian Bird from Starmont is out of the tournament. Weight class 138, Sawyer Amling from Edco, your top seed, is in the championship. Take on Austin Mathias from Wapsie Valley. In the finals, in the third and fourth place match, we've got Kyle Wessels from East Buchanan is in the third and fourth place match, and Hunter Bachtel from Starmont will finish in fifth place today. Weight class 145, Michael Neighbor from East Buchanan is in the championship. He'll take on Ethan Kleibich from Wapsie Valley. Caleb Payne from Edco will wrestle for fifth and sixth place. At weight class 152, Jet Hewins from Starmont is in the finals. He'll take on Brandon Ackerman from Wapsie Valley. In that championship match, Tanner Payne from Edco is out of the tournament. And Jacob Schmidt from East Buchanan will wrestle for fifth and sixth. Weight class 160, Chance Cook from East Buchanan will wrestle in the third and fourth place match, as Jamie Nefsker from Edco was beat out of the tournament. Weight class 170, Matt Cook from Starmont is in the finals. He will take on Ryan Even from Jessup in the championship match. Colton Wegman from Edco will wrestle in the third and fourth place match against Brennan Murphy from East Buchanan. Weight class 182, Griffin Sabalka from East Buchanan is in the semifinals. That is as far as they are there at weight class 182. Weight class 195, Tyler Hoffman from East Buchanan is in the finals. He'll take on Chase Peterman from Starmont in that championship match. And at heavyweight, Jordan Lentz from East Buchanan is in the finals against Gatlin Keener from MFL Marmac. An update on the first couple matches before we go to that Maquoketa Valley sectional.
Well, at 106, your champion was Tristan Burt from Dubuque Waller Catholic, won by a fall over Lucas Davison from Maquoketa. There will be no wrestle back at 106, so Burt and Davison will be your district qualifiers. Weight class 113, Patrick Woods made short work in the finals out of Anthony Kinley from Monticello. Woods winning by a fall in 40 seconds, used his textbook move, that front headlock. He tied Kinley in a knot, threw him to his back, and got the fall in 40 seconds. Out in front of us, Brad Ertl is taking on Bo Bowman, and right now with 15 seconds left, it is 0-0.
All right, moving to the Maquoketa Valley sectional, weight class 106, Brock Henderson from North Lynn is your champion. Your runner-up is Ben Moyer from Alburnett. Greg Getsko finishes in fourth place today for Maquoketa Valley. Weight class 113. Carter Klosterman from Maquoketa Valley is in the third and fourth place match as he is taking on Levi Burns from Clayton Ridge. Dalton Bell from North Lynn is in the finals against Zach Fowler from Alburnett. Weight class 120. Mason Hermanson from Maquoketa Valley he is in the third and fourth place match as he will take on Austin Van Ice from Central City. On the backside, Ethan Romidko from North Lynn will finish in fifth place. Weight class 126, Jared Coyle from Maquoketa Valley is in the championship match. He'll take on Jacob Koch from Alburnett. Kyler Henderson from North Lynn is in the third place match. He will take on Justin Schaefer from Cascade. Weight class 132, Zach Cornell from Maquoketa Valley is in the third and fourth place match. He'll take on Seth Schlotterbeck from Central City in that third and fourth place match, and Levi Hint from North Lynn will wrestle for fifth and sixth. Weight class 138, Garrett Mathis from North Lynn is in the third and fourth place match. He will take on AJ Lucas from Central City. Weight class 145, Ethan Roush from North Lynn will wrestle in the fifth and sixth place match. Dylan Wright from Maquoketa Valley is in the third and fourth place match, and he will take on Corey Boots from Central City. Weight class 152, Trevor Koopman from Maquoketa Valley is in the championship match. He'll take on Drake Halblum from Alburnett. Dakota Lapata from North Lynn will wrestle in the third and fourth place match as he will take on Jared Garner from Clayton Ridge. Weight class 160, Steve Huber from Maquoketa Valley is in the finals. He'll take on Tanner Hoyer from Alburnett. Jacob Rawson from North Lynn is in the third and fourth place match. He will take on Sam Jensen from Clayton Ridge. Weight class 170, Alec McDowell from Maquoketa Valley is in the championship match. He'll take on top-ranked in Class 1A Dylan Winfield from Alburnett. Weight class 182, Jordy Downs from Maquoketa Valley is in the third and fourth place match. He will take on Ashton Van Ice from Central City in the third and fourth place match. 195, Eric Himes from Maquoketa Valley is in the finals. He will take on Chris Eide from Clayton Ridge. Weight class 220, Ryan Parmalee from Maquoketa Valley is in the finals. He will take on Robbie Carruthers of Alburnett in that championship match. Kane McEnany from North Lynn will wrestle for fifth and sixth. And at heavyweight, Tyler Yankovic from Maquoketa Valley will take on Kyler Schott from North Lynn in the championship match.
Well, take a breath, Mr. Vasky. That's
I will.
That's a lot of updates, and we appreciate track wrestling and your ability to run through that. Well, we've got weight class 113 in the books with Patrick Woods, your sectional champion. There will be no wrestle back as Anthony Kinley will be your runner-up. Bo Bowman with a fall over Brad Ertl in 3:41. So Bowman will take the bronze medal, and Ertl will finish on the fourth spot today.
So Bowman won by fall, you said?
Bowman won by fall in 3:41. Over on the far match, we have Logan Riley from West Delaware taking on from Monticello, Dalton Hussman. And it's a Hussman early lead. Might be a reversal now by Riley. Going to be a 2-point reversal by Riley. Nice job there. Might be a 1-point escape. We'll see our referees are conferring and it is going to be a 1-point escape for Riley. So it's 2-1 instead of 2-2. At weight class 120. So out in front, Jamie, Widgington with a win, I believe. Widgington with a fall over Shady from Makokata. So
another takedown over there for Huseman from Monticello over Logan Riley. That's going to make the score now 4-1.
So Widgington's looking for a wrestleback. He's looking for a Riley win here to earn himself a wrestleback. Now Logan Riley's got some work left to do. He's got some work left to do here to score some points. He's up to his feet. He's working some hand control. Hussman drops in on a single. Hard whizzer now by Riley. 24 seconds left to go. And a front trip now by Hussman. And Riley's going to try to work a scramble situation, but we found the edge of the mat, so we got to go back to the center. Coach Voss up out of his chair saying, hey, offense. Not a real big crowd here today, Jamie. The Orange and Black Faithful is out in their swarm. I'll tell you what, with what you're having with less contestants here, there's less parents and grandparents and brothers and sisters coming along for the ride today.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate because you like to see a big crowd show up for these things, but like you said, with the lower numbers here, they're just not a lot of followers. If you don't have a lot of followers of your school in the for the wrestling, then it's people necessarily aren't going to show up. As we're going to go to the second period there, Logan Riley down 4-1. Remind you that postseason wrestling on KMCH brought to you by New Vienna Mutual Insurance, Wapsie Valley Creamery, Advanced Eye Care Associates, Edgewood Auto and Tire, Community Savings Bank, Bi-County Disposal, Jay's Auto Supercenter, Bodensteiner Implement, Donewald LLC, and Riker Shoes in Dyersville.
Nice job by Logan Riley as Hussman came up to his feet, and Riley went right back to work with some nice counters on Hussman. There could be a tilt by Riley. He got 1,001 out of it, trying to work a tilt on Hussman. He gets a little bit high, and he's going to roll through. And off the edge of the mat they go, and it's no change. Nice job by Logan Riley trying to pick up a cheap 2 off that cheap tilt. Used to call that a cheap tilt, but it takes a lot of work. And they call it a cheap tilt because you're
it looks easy.
Yeah, it does, but it's not. It's going to be caution against Riley. We've got our official that's officiating, then we've got our assistant official. Here comes a switch attempt by Hussman. A nice job by Riley to load Hussman up on his hips. Hussman gets his hips out. Riley again floating on top, doing a good job controlling the hips of Hussman. Now Riley with that tilt. Let's see if he can turn Hussman with the tilt. 1:17 left to go, second period. Hussman up from Monticello. He's up 4-1. He's your top seed at 120. This would be a huge upset for Riley. But you know what? Logan Riley is a second, third period wrestler. We'll see if he can keep the pressure on. He's applied a lot of pressure right now to Hussman. And the whole thing is you got to use your conditioning right here and try to take Hussman, the sophomore from Monticello, take him to the third period if you can. Try to score some points. 47 seconds left to go. Riley up on top, still doing a great job controlling the hips and controlling the arms. Riley now tries to tilt Hussman, and he gets way high. I don't know how he came out of that, Jamie. Logan Riley was flat on his back underneath Hussman, and Hussman had nowhere to go because Riley was still controlling his head and arm. And we're going to get warning against Hussman underneath. Riley still working, trying to work that tilt. Nice job of controlling hips again. 17 seconds left to go. Hussman not able to get out of that ride by Logan Riley. 11 seconds left to go. Widgington from Wahlert Catholic would like nothing more than to get a wrestle off or a wrestle back against Hussman. 4 seconds left to go. And that's going to do it. And it's going to be whose choice? It should be Riley's choice to third. Riley's choice to start the third. And again, these Monticello Panthers, Jamie, their conditioning is somewhat suspect here today.
Yeah, it is. And you see when you don't, if you don't have a lot of matches, which Huseman's got 39 matches, but you would think by 39 matches, you'd be definitely in shape for a full match here.
Maybe he was just conserving his energy, and he's got a head lever on Riley, and he threw that right arm around his head, and he's got Logan Riley on his back. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Riley got caught. That's a nice head lever by Hussman. He took that head lever around his head and set to the inside of it. Did a nice job scoring the 3 off it, so he's going to go up 7-1. So Riley looking for a 1-point escape, not able to get it off Hussman, as Hussman now takes an inside wrist with the right, pulls that out to a bar. Now he's going to curl the head of Riley. He's going to curl the head of Riley and look to throw Riley on his back. He's going to scoop the right arm, goes around the head. He's got Logan Riley going to his back one more time. Riley trying to fight out of it. 58 seconds left to go. Hussman now is trying to step over the legs of Riley. One of those opportunities there is, as Hussman's getting near foul points. Maybe Hussman was just conserving energy that second period, Jamie. He's around the head of Logan Riley. Could be a fall right here as he's sinking that half Nelson in deep. He's going chest to chest on Riley. The official's down looking close. Riley trying to get out of there, trying to bridge. There's the fall in 5:27. So a close match there, 4-1 match to start the third, and it's all Hussman after that as he wins by a fall. There'll be no Russell back there, as Hussman will be your champ, Riley will be your runner-up, and Matt Widgerton from Waller Catholic will be your third place winner. So no Russell back at 120. With class 126 coming up with a all-Walmack final here with Sam Phillips taking on Dallas Durkup. Hey, Durkup coming into the tournament is 18-4. And tell you what, he's no slouch. 18-4, 19-4 now. And, of course, Sam Phillips is no slouch either. As Phillips comes in at 33-4. He's now 34-4. And Phillips bumping up into the Class 2A rankings. Sam Phillips climbing a couple of spots to number 6. So he's been wrestling very well. There's a nice throw by Phillips. Let's see if he can pick up 2. There's a 2-point takedown for Phillips. Third and fourth place match. It's Himes for Anamosa taking on Dudek from Wahlert. So Dudek looking for a win here for Apostle Russellback. And Sam Phillips doing a nice job controlling Durkup right now, as he might tilt Durkup. He's got a tight waist. He's got that right arm of Durkup wrapped around his belly, and he's got a chicken wing loaded up on the right side, and he's going to try to tilt Durkup up. Durkup's doing a nice job keeping his hips down, and Phillips going to stack him now. Phillips is going to stack Durkup. Might get the fall as he steps over the head. Referee looking close. Phillips is going to reload that. There could be the fall right there. There's the fall by Sam Phillips in 112. So Phillips will win by a fall in 112.
Tell you what, he's wrestling real well right now.
He is. I'll tell you what, over on the far side, there's a fall by Dudek. Fall by Dudek in 104. So again,
no wrestle
back at 126. So Sam Phillips will be your champion at 126. Dallas Durkup will be your runner-up. Those two will represent this sectional next week at DeWitt at the district. And looking at that other district down there, I'll tell you what, that's wide open as there are no ranked wrestlers at 126. Well, excuse me, Bryce Everson from Comanche is ranked number 9 at 126, so see what happens. Well, Jamie, we're going right into weight class 132. They said we'd be done in a hurry today, so they weren't kidding around.
Well, they didn't even have they weren't even sure didn't know that there'd be no wrestlebacks through 126, so could be done real early.
Well, out in front of us we have Logan Rubner for Anamosa taking on Grant Oberfell from Waller Catholic. And in the championship match, again, we have an all-area final. We have Cody Feldman, 33-15, the outstanding freshman from Beckman, taking on the senior, 25-12, Connor Wickman. So good match here. Rubner finds himself on his back as Oberfell is trying to earn himself a wrestleback here. And Rubner trying to high bridge to get back out, and he's going to high bridge over, and he's going to work himself out of that situation. Maybe. but Oberfell is going to pick up 2 and 3 for a 5-point move. He's now up 7-4. Wickman and Feldman at 0-0, 51 seconds left to go. Wickman in that short squatty stance, Feldman in that staggered stance, leading with his left leg. West Delaware with their championship singlets on, all white with the black and orange piping on the armpits and around the shoulders, and the vertical hawks right down the spine. 30 seconds left to go. Wickman doing a nice job working the edge of the mat. And again, Jamie, you're Connor Wickman. You're wrestling a freshman. That's got to be 2 there. No, it didn't give Wickman 2. If you're Connor Wickman, Jamie, you're a senior taking on a freshman. You just got to get after it.
Well, you do, and you gotta take care of business. You know, this is again, you don't want to head in, and that's another thing we didn't talk about really. The first place finisher from this tournament will face a runner-up finisher from the other one, and the second one here will face the champion from the other one. So you would really like to go into sectionals, or excuse me, districts, facing the runner-up from that other sectional.
As Connor Wickman working on a fall on Feldman with that fireman's carry. He kept the arm, and he's going to run out of time. Boy, he had that wrapped up tight. He's going to pick up 2 and 3 on Feldman, and it's going to be Feldman's choice. Tell you what, that was a very, very nice textbook move by Connor Wickman. Set up that fireman's carry, and boy, just short. 5 more seconds, Jamie. I think we would have recorded the fall down in front of us. It's a 7-4 Oberfell lead on Rubner. Rubner's got a 3/4 Nelson on Oberfell. He's cranking Oberfell, trying to get Oberfell to the mat. He's wrapping him up. He's going to circle the head of Oberfell. Now, referee down there looking close, and Oberfell's going to go belly down and fight out of that 3/4. Rubner's going to load that back up again. I'll tell you what, if you've wrestled anybody with a 3/4, Rubner loaded it up again. Rubner's looking for the fall, and he gets it. He gets it in 2:45.
He was going to get that move no matter how long it took.
Rubner in 2:45 will get the fall. And Wickman up 5-0. So the freshman from Waller Catholic was up 7-4, Jamie, and I'm telling you what, couldn't quite get the job done. That 3/4 Nelson was very powerful by Logan Rubner. So we're watching this match down here for Wrestleback to take place for Rubner. It's got to be a Feldman win, and right now Connor Wickman is up by a score of 5-1 with 1:06 left to go. They're in neutral position as Feldman went to a sit-out, turned into a stand-up, and Wickman just gave him a shove loose, a shove free. So Wickman right back into that square stance. Feldman's going to that staggered stance, leading with the left leg. There's Wickman setting up that fireman's carry right to that Kelly, and he's going to cover the hips up and pick up 2. That's just a nice job by Connor Wickman. Right into that tap, and right into that fireman's carry. That time he didn't keep the arm tight, but he continued with it, covered the hips, set Feldman on his left side, and right on the edge of the mat he scored 2, and that's exactly what you like to see. Stay with the shot. Stay with your good stuff. And the freshman from Beckman trying to be a district qualifier right here. If it ends up like it is, there will be no wrestleback. 39 seconds left to go, second period. And Connor Wickman now up 7-1 and looking for more as he's got Feldman belly down on the center of the mat, looking for a pinning combination. Now drive cradle attempt by Wickman as he drives his head into the left obliques of Feldman. Feldman squares up. A nice launch by Wickman as he throws Feldman to his back. Feldman's trying to tee up. Could be a fall right here. He's got 13 seconds. He's got to get his chest back. Right now it's belly to chest. Wickman's belly on Feldman's chest. There's the fall. 2:54. 3:54. Wickman with the fall. Getting the job done, so there'll be no wrestle back at 132. Connor Wickman will be your champ. Cody Feldman will be your runner-up, and Logan Rubner will be your third placer right there. Well, Jamie, here comes another one of those matches. Weight class 138, we got the final. Bo Vasky and Cody Neighbor. Vasky coming in here unranked. Neighbor is ranked number 6. This was an overtime win for Neighbor. Neighbor in on a single on Vasky. Neighbor cutting across to a double. Vasky sitting on his hip. That's going to be a 2-point takedown. Vasky tried to go over the top and get into that scramble situation. Neighbor had nothing to do with it right there, as Neighbor picked up the 2-point takedown, the first 2-point takedown in this match. We've got 1:27 left to go in the first period. Neighbor up on top, riding tight, trying to work a chicken wing on the right side of Bo Vasky, and Vasky doing a nice job keeping his elbows posted out in front and not letting Neighbor tie him up. Neighbor now trying to work a bulldog, trying to work a ball and chain. Vasky may try to work a scramble out of it. Got to be real careful here if you're Bo Vasky, as he's trying to come through the legs of Neighbor. Neighbor has the right arm of Bo Vasky wrapped up, and Vasky's going to try to get his head and chest up. We might get a stalemate out of it. Our referee's looking close. Again, Vasky loves to be in these situations. He loves to scramble. He might try to work a 2-point reversal out of it if he could get his head and chest up.
But he's got to get those knees underneath of him.
Yeah, we're going to get a stalemate. You're exactly right, Jamie. So Estelle, we're perfect on the championship round so far. And Bo Vasky trying to keep it that way. Dyersville Beckman having a good tournament today. And again, they've got some good experience, some good leadership in the room, and they've got a very youthful program. So could be good things to come for that Beckman Blazer program. There's a hard crossface from right to left. Neighbor's got Bo Vasky tied up right now. He's got that left arm wrapped around. Now Vasky works that left arm free. Cody Neighbor up on top, riding a spiral. Vasky's got to try to score a point here with 12 seconds left to go. And it's going to be a 2-0 Neighbor lead after one. And Neighbor up on top, riding that chicken wing tough. And then Neighbor doing a nice job. Jamie, Neighbor doing a nice job tying up the arms of Bo Vasky.
Yeah, he is. And, that's a great job by Bo, but a nice job by Neighbor, coming out and getting that takedown right away. There is no third and fourth place match, as Charlie Smith from Dubuque Wahlert was disqualified from the tournament. So I tell you what, I haven't looked at the team scores here, but if Wahlert were to finish in second place, if the Dubuque Wahlert were to finish in second place here, he would be out for that regional duel on Tuesday.
Well, he certainly would be. Well, here's one of those scramble situations. So Walker will win that, so there'll be no wrestle back again. Again, we saw that last week, Jamie, at Independence. If you're not going to shake hands, our referees are really working on sportsmanship, and rightly so. There's no reason not to shake hands when you're done. You're going to save, if you're mad, you save that emotion for the locker room. You're not going to be demonstrative out in front of the crowd there. You're going to save that emotion. Vasky trying to load Neighbor up. He's got a chicken wing on a half Nelson. He gets high right now. Might have some back points here as Neighbor's trying to roll out of it. Vasky is posted on his right hip. Not a very good position to be in if you're Bo Vasky. He's got a far side half Nelson. Neighbor trying to pull himself out. Vasky doing a nice job with balance here. There's still a power half Nelson on the left side of Neighbor, and Neighbor's trying to work himself around and pick up a 2-point reversal. Vasky trying to get some back points out of it. He's got to get that half Nelson a little bit deeper. Neighbor might try to work out two. If Vasky can roll him up, that's going to be a 2-point reversal for Neighbor. Boy, Vasky had an opportunity to roll up Cody Neighbor right there and pick up a 2-point near fall, and not able to get the job done. And you can see what Cody Neighbor's doing here today, Jamie. He's keeping everything tight and not giving Bo Vasky an opportunity to scramble.
Yeah, he is. And just a quick note here, the Smith that got disqualified was not the one that wrestled in that match that didn't come back and shake hands. Remember, I mentioned his brother was yelling at the official because I believe the Smith that got beat was wrestling Barker from Monticello, correct? He's still got a match coming up here with Hagman from Beckman, but I think it was the brother that got disqualified here.
So, well, crazy things happen. There's Bo Vasky in on a single on Neighbor. He's got Neighbor sitting back to his backside. Neighbor's wrapped around. That's going to be a 2-point takedown for Vasky, and Vasky's going to climb the body of Neighbor. It's 4-2. 1:40 left to go. So if you're Bo Vasky, you're going to have to try to turn or you're going to have to cut. He's going to cut Cody Neighbor. 5-2. Neighbor dives in on a double. Boy, how often have you seen that, Jamie? You cut somebody loose and they turn right around and dive in on you. That's good strategy by Neighbor. Neighbor's on the edge of the mat and he's going to burn some clock. He's going to try to lift Vasky up. He's got Vasky elevated. Vasky's going to sit to his hip. Vasky did not cut Neighbor loose far enough, and Neighbor might pick up a 2-point reversal or 2-point takedown out of it and go up 7-2. Vasky's trying to get his hips back out as Neighbor still got his hold that leg, and we're off the edge of the mat. And we're going to get a restart to the center. Vasky tried to cut Neighbor loose, and boy, he just didn't cut him loose far enough. There's another shot by Vasky. He's in deep on a single. Going to try to cut through the legs of Neighbor. The referee's going to turn and look. Vasky's going to try to roll through. He's got his head trapped between the legs of Neighbor. He's going to get his head and chest up. Vasky now is going to try to come through the back door. Neighbor hanging on to the ankles of Vasky. Vasky's going to try to stack him up. 34 seconds left, a lot of time. Vasky might have two here. And there's two. No back yet. Vasky's got to try to cut him loose. Neighbor's going to hang on to that leg of Vasky. Vasky might be able to turn Neighbor to his back. Boy, 18 seconds. Neighbor's hanging on for dear life here, wasting a lot of time. Vasky's trying to cut Neighbor loose, and Neighbor's hanging on to that leg, and we're going to get a stalemate. And right back to our feet with 9.8 seconds left. There's a 1-point escape by Neighbor. It's 6-4 right here. And he's got 9 seconds to try to score a shot here. Long shot by Vasky. 5 seconds left to go. Neighbor hanging on for dear life, and it's going to be another tight 6-4 win by Cody Neighbor. Again, we knew it would be a great match. Neighbor's going to win that 6-4.
No wrestle back.
And no wrestle back at 138. So Neighbor will be your sectional champ. Bo Vasky will be your runner-up. They will be your district qualifiers. A lot of great matches here, and we knew there'd be some great finals. And we've got some more to go here. Tim Tutton at 145 now, taking on Jordan Barker. And we've got Ben Hageman taking on, down in front of us, from Waller Catholic, Colin Smith. So long single attempt by Barker and a nice whizzer by Tutton, a nice counter. So we'll see what happens in front of us here. Ben Hageman, Tutton with a 324 fall over Hageman. Colin Smith with a 11-10 crazy loss, controversial in some respects, 11-10 loss to Jordan Barker. Jamie, if Tim Tutton was watching that Barker-Smith match, he might decide that you keep wrestling and take Barker to the third period.
Absolutely, and that's what he's going to have to do is, you can't always rely on the big move and the big fall. If you can get him to the third period, you might be able to wear him down.
There's going to be a short arm drag by Jordan Barker as he's going to pull himself around Tim Tutton and step over the right leg of Tim Tutton and pick up a 2-point takedown with 49 seconds left to go in the first period. Tim Tutton's looking for a Ben Hageman win here over Smith. I'm telling you what, this Smith is a streaky wrestler for Waller Catholic. So Ben Hageman at 13-8, he needs to tighten everything up. Here comes a cross body ride by Barker, and he's got Tim Tutton on his back. Tutton tried to roll through that, and Barker caught him on his back with a hard crossface, and he's going to pick up a 3-point near fall and go up by a score of 5-0. Weight class 145. Your top seed Jordan Barker up 5-0. And there's a nice fireman's carry by Hageman, and he's got Smith on his back for a 2-point near fall. So it's going to be a 4-0 lead by Ben Hageman from Beckman Catholic. And he would certainly like a Tim Tutton upset right there for a chance to wrestle back. 6 seconds left to go in that match out in front of us. Hageman was down by a whole bunch to Barker, and he came up came on strong in the third period also. It's going to be Smith's choice. Hageman's going to choose down as he's wearing the green leg band. The red side of the disc comes up showing. There's Tim Tutton. He's trying to load up a cradle on Barker. He's got a hard crossface in. I believe he's got it locked up. He's getting way high with his lock. He's getting way high with his ride. Barker slips an arm out, and Tutton's going to end up giving up a 2-point reversal. So now it's a 7-0 lead for Jordan Barker. Hageman is going to choose down to start the second period, and Smith up on top. These Wahlert Catholic wrestlers are very good. Very good with the tilts and the legs. There's a crossface cradle by Barkers. He's got Tim Tutton in trouble on his back. Referee down counting back points. 1:03 left to go in the second period, so a lot of time. There's a fall. 3 minutes and 1 second. 3:01, Barker will be your sectional champ. Now Tim Tutton's looking for a Hageman win to be your district qualifier. It's a 1-point escape now. A 1-point escape now by Hageman, so it's 5-0 with 55 seconds left. Smith in on a shot. Nice down block by Hageman. Reshot now by Smith. Smith in on a double. Nice hips by Hageman. He's going to cover up Smith and pick up a 2-point takedown right there. So the sophomore coming in at 13-8. Ben Hageman doing a nice job. He's up 7-0 on the very streaky Colin Smith, the senior from Wahlert Catholic. And Jamie, that tough luck 11-10 loss to Barker might have taken the wind out of the sails of Colin Smith. You know, sometimes you just can't overcome that.
Yeah, exactly. And you'd see. We'll talk about that in a couple weeks down at the state tournament. You see a kid come back after winning a match on the backside and then have to turn around after winning a match, but you're getting a quarterfinal round loser who just lost a match. That's the toughest match to come back from, especially like Smith's case here, a controversial loss.
You're exactly right. That's going to be a 2-point reversal by Smith and a 2-point reversal by Hageman. They're going to trade twos here, so it's going to be a 9-2. Going to be a 9-2 lead for Ben Hageman. We're going to the third period, and Smith's going to choose neutral. Beckman Catholic coach Kevin Hogan doing a nice job with these youngsters. He's going to have a solid team coming back. They're gaining some valuable experience here at this sectional, and just a really good team after fighting some adversity last year and not being able to fill every weight. They've done a nice job recruiting kids and getting kids out, and we're seeing some of that today. There's a snap and a spin by Hageman. He picks up 2, makes it 11-2 lead with 1:31 left to go. Hageman throws Smith to his back. That might be the end of his day, and Hageman will end up finishing in third place. He's got a butcher in now. He's got the left arm of Smith wrapped around his face. He's trying to plant that left shoulder and drive Smith to his back. Reaches in through the legs, grabs the left leg. Now he's going to take Smith to his back. He's got a butcher set up. He's going to pick up 2 on the near fall, and Smith's going to pick up 1 on the escape. So 13-2 now. Well, Jamie, if you're Ben Hageman, now you can't get thrown to your back.
That's right. You've got yourself a comfortable lead here. You have to come out and just finish the match here.
And there's a 2-point takedown by Smith, and it's going to end up being a no escape by Hageman, but Hageman's going to pick up a reversal. Smith tried to cut him loose, and Hageman turned right into his legs, pounced on him, and picked up the 2-point takedown. Now it's 15-5 with 28 seconds left. So it's looking good for West Delaware's Tutton right here. Hageman can finish this last 21 seconds up without getting thrown to his back. Smith is looking for something now, feet to back, and trying to get an opportunity here for a wrestle back. There's a low single, a shot by Smith. Hageman with the front headlock, and Smith looking for a throw, and it's not going to do it. And Hageman is going to be your third place winner here today by a score of 15-6. So nice job by the sophomore he will close out his year at 14-9, and he'll win that. He'll get that bronze medal here, and there'll be no wrestle back as Tim Tutton will be your district qualifier at 1:45. So, Jamie, that was a solid match by the sophomore from Beckman.
It really was, you know. And that's the thing, is he came into that match knowing that wow, 85-67 the Hawkeyes defeated Michigan today. Mayor Milt Kramer on our PA today, giving us that piece of information. But I tell you what, you know, Hageman, going back to Ben Hagman, he left it all on the mat there in that last match. He knew that in order to get to the districts, he was going to need some help from Timmy Tutton and try to get that wrestle back. Unfortunately, it didn't happen, and he's going to finish in third place, but a great match to end it there.
Well, you're exactly right, and you know, that's what it's all about today, ending it the way you should. Well, we've got Max Ridenauer for West Delaware taking on Jacob Clough from Macokota, and Ridenauer shoots a high crotch on Clough, and he sits right to his backside. Clough with a cradle. Clough with a cradle. He's got Ridenauer locked up. He picks up the 2, and he's got Ridenauer going to his back. And that is a tough situation. If you're Max Ridenauer, Clough is going to try to turn Ridenauer in, and Ridenauer is going to break the cradle, but it's going to be a two-point near fall for Clough, and he goes up 4-0. Out in front of us, it's 2-2 tied up now. Nick Reiner taking on Randy Von Buren. I'll tell you what, this is going to be a roly-poly match. Roly-poly match out in front of us. Von Buren started with a 2-point takedown on Reinert, and Reinert hit him with a long switch, and now Reinert draped on top of Von Buren looking for a cradle. He's got a cross body right in on the left side, and he's got Von Buren stretched out. Over on the far side, Max Ridenauer trying to work some hand control. Jake Clough doing a nice job controlling hips, controlling arms. Max Ridenauer is really going to have to work some hand control and get to his feet. Nick Reinert with the legs in now, and Von Buren gets very high. 8 seconds left to go. Von Buren's going to try to pull his head out, come out the back door. He could pick up 2 here. Reinert hanging on for dear life. And that's going to do it right there. First period over. Tied up at deuces. Von Buren and Reinert. 8 seconds left to go. Ridenauer up to his feet, trying to kick free on Clough. Clough hanging on to that ankle. Cuts across to a double, and that's going to do it. First period over. Ridenauer down 4-0. And it's going to be Ridenauer's choice. Ridenauer will choose down. Out in front of us, we're going neutral. Von Buren's going to go neutral on Reinert. That's a good choice. Reinert very tough on the mat. Von Buren very good on his feet. Ridenauer's going to choose down. I'll tell you what, got his head down. And Clough locked up that drive cradle again. He's got it locked up. He's in deep on it. Max Ridenauer in trouble as Clough has him on his back. Out in front of us, Reinert has Von Buren on his back. So it could be a fall by Reinert. That would open the door for Ridenauer to be, there it is. Reinert gets the fall, and Clough gets the fall. Reinert with the fall in 2:42. So
no
Clough, no wrestleback again. Clough will be your champion with a fall over Ridenauer. Ridenauer will be your runner-up, and Reinert will get the bronze medal with a fall over Von Buren. So no wrestleback at 152. Jamie, this could be. I'm not going to say anything. We're just going to keep wrestling here.
Yeah, thank you.
You betcha. All right, 160-pounders up for us right now. Jake Voss for West Delaware taking on Andrew Turner. These two have not met. Turner is ranked, let's check out the skinny. Turner's ranked number 10 in Class 2A. Voss is ranked number 2. Turner's coming in at 31-8. Voss coming in at 34-3. Each with a win today, so 32-8. And a 35-3. There's a throw by Voss. Let's see if we can get Turner up off his feet. That's got to be a 2-point takedown by Voss. It is, and he's got Turner wrapped up. He's got that left arm trapped. Voss working on a ball and chain on the left side. He's got a chicken wing on the right. He's going to try to throw Turner to his back. This is a tough ride. Jake Voss's textbook ride here. Ball and chain on the left and a chicken wing on the right, looking for some back points on the highly ranked Turner. He's got Turner on his back right now. Voss trying to get the job done here and end this thing in the first period. Turner in a high bridge trying to work back and forth out of it, and Voss is going to pick up a three-point near fall, but he keeps the ball and chain. Turner now trying to come to his feet. We'll see what Voss decides to do with the ball and chain. He's going to back trip Turner and pick up some more back points off the tilt. Turner's going to sag on Voss, and Voss is going to have to roll him through. It's going to be another 2-point near fall. You hear Jeff Voss from the corner yelling, keep the ball and chain, and a wing. 2-point near fall by Voss. He's going to keep the ball and chain on the left and set up that chicken wing one more time on the right. Ball and chain on the left, chicken wing on the right. He's going to crank Turner over to his back one more time, and what a period by Jake Voss. Right out in front of us is going to be a Mayberry fall. Mayberry fall over Hussman, Daniel Hussman from Anamosa. So Mayberry trying to set himself up. Logan Mayberry trying to set himself up for wrestleback. Voss with 12 seconds left trying to get the fall on Turner. Turner with a high bridge and a roll through, but it's going to be a 3-point near fall for Voss as he opens up a 10-0 lead. Jamie, what a period for Jake Voss.
Yeah,
he's wrestling. This Turner is no slouch. He's ranked number 10 in the state.
Yeah, and that's a great first period by Jake Voss, and you could tell he's kind of sticking his chest out there a little bit. He knows what he's got to do, and he's wrestling well right now too.
Well, we've got Turner up on top, and if you're Jake Voss, you know those legs are going to be coming, so you got to come right to your feet. That should be a caution against Turner for starting early. It certainly is. He's got the green leg band on. Again, West Delaware with their championship singlets on. And that's going to be another caution against Turner, starting before the whistle. And one more is going to be a point. 1:59 match underway here, second period. There's a nice tripod stand-up by Voss. Here comes a cross body by Turner. Voss working some hand control. Turner steps over the leg of Voss, and Voss is going to kick that leg free and score a 1-point escape. It's now 11-0. There's Turner now. Turner now applying some forward pressure to Voss. 1:43 left to go. More physical the match. I think Jake Voss likes it. Sweep single attempt by Voss. He's in deep. Nicely countered by Turner. And Voss is applying a lot of pressure to that head. There's a low single by Voss. Got to be careful here. You're wrestling a legger. And Voss is going to try to come out of here with a scramble. Might be a stalemate here. Voss is going to high leg over Turner and try to come out the back door. He might try to stack Turner up and pick up the fall. Voss has that leg of Turner wrapped up around his waist, and he comes through the back door and he picks up a 2-point takedown, making the score 13-0. A tilt now will put this match over. Might be a technical fall. Voss now working a chicken wing on the left side, inside wrist on the right. Turner belly down. Here comes a chicken wing, full chicken wing now on the left. Voss is applying forward pressure. He's got an inside wrist on the right. Going to try to take that over. 45-degree angle. Voss has it. Turner on his back, and that chicken wing looking for a fall. Would like to end this on a fall. He's going to tighten that chicken wing up, and he's going to tee out on top of Turner. 38 seconds left to go. Turner tries the high bridge out of it and roll through, and he does, and that's going to do it. It's going to be a 16-0 tech fall. So Voss will win 16-0. Turner will be your runner-up. And Mayberry will be your bronze medalist at weight class 160, no wrestle-up. Let's take a real quick timeout before we come back to one of our featured matches here at weight class 170. Stay with us. You listen to Hold by Hold action, Class 2A sectional style, right here on 94.7 KMCH.
Postseason Wrestling on KMCH brought to you by Via Field, H&R Block, Mosier Family Pharmacy, the Eastern Iowa Shopping News, Gary's Towing, Parent Insurance, Lens Collision Center, Dairy Queen, and Kelleher's Jewelry. As we are back here at the sectional tournament in Manchester, we're 0-0 with Brent Lammers and Wesley Haynes. Minute 10 left to go in this first period. In our third place match here, we've got Justin Zymet from Makokata going up against Tyler Frazier from Anamosa. That match scoreless as well.
Well, Jamie, you've got Brent Lammers coming in here and he's in on a single right now, but I'm telling you what, you're wrestling Wesley Haynes, and he's very slick with the legs. Lammers in on a high crotch. He's going to try to get that left arm out and go around the waist of Haynes. But I'll tell you what, if you don't go around the waist of Haynes, Haynes is going to slip over and pick up 2. Referee looking close for 2. Lammers still wrapped around. Now it's going to be 2 right there for Wesley Haynes. And now Brent Lammers is a little bit in, he's not in trouble yet, but Wesley Haynes has a cross body right in on the left side of Lammers. And you got to be careful right here if you're Brent Lammers. And again, that's a chance that you take when you shoot that great shot. He shot that high crotch, and he didn't cut across to a double. And Haynes trapped his left arm. You know, you're wrestling. Haynes is 33-5. Lammers is 33-2. They both won a match here today. Haynes 16-0. Lammers 15-5. So 34-2 and 34-5. You got 68 wins between the two. So Wesley Haynes coming in here unranked. Lammers coming in here ranked number 4. So he took a jump in the rankings this week. So it's going to be Lammers' choice. He's going to choose down. I'll tell you what, you've got to go right now with this quick stand-up. If you're Brent Lammers, you can't give Haynes opportunity to throw those cross-body right in. Out in front of us in the 3rd and 4th place match, Tyler Frazier taking on Justin Zymet, and it's 1-0 right now in the favor of Zymet from Maquoketa. Here comes a cross-body ride by Haynes. I'm telling you what, he is tough when he gets those legs in up on top. There's a nice tripod, a stand-up by Lammers, and we're going to get potentially dangerous. And we're going to get a reset with 1:45 left to go, and we're going to get a caution against Haynes for starting out of position, trying to get the edge on Lammers. That was just such a great shot by Lammers, and Haynes collapsed on him and was unable to get his wrist out and wrap himself up. There's a spiral ride by Haynes, and he throws a cross body right in on Lammers. And Jamie, you've wrestled leggers before. I've wrestled leggers before, and it's very frustrating. Right now, Lammers trying to get some clearance between himself and Haynes. And Lammers up on his feet. He's going to try to sit on top of Haynes, and he's going to try to kick his leg free. You got to be careful here, as Haynes trapped onto Lammers' left arm, and he's got Lammers in the possibility of a guillotine here. Haynes trying to go around the head of Lammers. Lammers trying to crowd into Haynes. And he's going to have to get that left arm out, and it's going to be no change there. That was a good sequence by Lammers, and Haynes is going to find himself up on top again. Lammers trying to work some control. He comes right back to his feet. Haynes is going to sit down on him, and Lammers once again is going to try to kick that leg out. Lammers might pick up 2 here on the reversal. Haynes is going to keep a hold of that left leg. There's a power half Nelson by Lammers. He's got his leg inside. That's a 2-point reversal by Lammers. Now you got to hang on right there for Brent Lammers and not let Haynes get his head out. It's tied up 2-2. Lammers is going to kick his leg free, and he's going to cut Haynes loose for a 1-point escape. Now it's 3-2.
And that was a good decision by Brent Lammers, because he was heading in the wrong direction there and could have got himself in trouble had he continued trying to go with where he was at.
You bet. Then there's a long shot by Lammers. Lammers had Haynes out of balance and shot a long shot, but ran out of real estate. That was a nice touch and go by Lammers. 16 seconds left to go, and it's going to go to the 3rd period. Lammers has time to pick up a 2-point shot here, but again, you don't want to shoot yourself out of a match here with 16 seconds left. Now 5 seconds left to go. Haynes in a square stance, Lammers in a square stance. We knew this would be a solid match here. This is worthy of a state meet medal match right here, Jamie. It's going to be Haynes' choice. And Haynes is going to go down. So again, if you're Brent Lammers now, you got to try to work for some tilts here. You got to try to work for some back points. And there's a switch attempt by Haynes, and Lammers does a nice job. He likes to drop down to that hip and throw the Turk in. He's got Haynes in a Turk right now. Let's see if he can climb the body of Haynes and keep the Turk in. And he goes to cross-face far arm, and he's looking to put Haynes on his back. Haynes trying to crawl off the mat. Lammers trying to take Haynes to his back. He's elevating the Turk, and Haynes is going to go belly down and find the edge of the mat. Well, nice job by Lammers right there, 3-2, 1:28 left to go. Wesley Haynes 34-5, Brent Lammers 34-2. Lammers now with a hard chop, tight waist, and Haynes up 3-2 right now. We may see Haynes go belly down and play the possum. And Brent Lammers will have some work left to do here. He's got an inside wrist. He's going to try to roll that out to a bar. And Haynes belly down. Now Haynes trying to get up to all fours. 1:06 left to go. We'll see if Lammers is going to cut him loose. He's going to cut Haynes loose. Now it's 4-2. Lammers going back to work as he could feel Haynes playing the possum underneath. Lammers doing a tap and go. And he's got Haynes off balance. 48 seconds left to go. Haynes running Lammers off the edge of the mat. Out in front of us here, got to watch this match too. It's a Zimet lead over Frazier. There's Lammers in on a hard double. Nice down block by Haynes. Haynes has some very powerful hips. Lammers is going to run Haynes off and almost into the bleachers there, into the Waller Catholic stands. Got the orange and black faithful a little bit excited now. 37 seconds left to go. Lammers working on a tap and go on Haynes, trying to take it maybe to overtime. 4-2 lead. Wesley Haynes up on top. Now Haynes with a double underhook on Lammers. Lammers head down, burning some clock. Haynes just hanging on to the head of Lammers. Let's get a stalemate right there. Got to get a stalemate right there. Haynes trying to hit a go behind on Lammers and picks up a 2-point takedown. We got injury time. Somebody's bleeding, and that's going to be red, which is Wesley Haynes. And it's a 6-2 lead right now, Jamie, for Wesley Haynes. Right now in front of us, it's overtime with Frazier and Zimet. So Brent Lammers a little bit frustrated and a little bit impatient there, Jamie. Went to that long shot, and that made it easy for somebody like Haynes to hit that go behind, and now you're down 6-2 with 14 seconds left.
Yeah, exactly. And now, that's, like you said, a frustration shot. Now you're underneath, down 4 points. So it's going to take an escape or reversal and 2-point near fall just to get yourself in, to get this thing into overtime.
And out in front of us, it's 1-1 with Zimet and Frazier in overtime with 22 seconds left to go. So Frazier with a win over Zimet would make this would look for a wrestleback. Zimet is looking for a win here over Frazier. 10 seconds left to go, and we're probably going to go to period number 5. Frazier in a body lock on Zimet. Zimet's going to try to throw Frazier, and no points yet. No points yet, so we're going to go to period number 5 while they still take care of the blood on the mat as Wesley Haynes had a bloody nose. Zimet's choice with 30 seconds. He's going to choose down. And Frazier going to ride on top. Tyler Frazier, a junior at 16-16. Justin Zimet, a junior at 6-8 coming into the tournament. Lammers trying to get to his feet, trying to score one. He does. Oh, that's going to be a caution. Well, it was a really nice inside stand-up by Lammers. Got right to his feet. And that was referee's going to call that his fault. Here comes Haynes, going to circle around Lammers and latch on. Lammers is going to come to his feet. He's going to try to launch Haynes. 4 seconds left to go. Haynes is going to hang on to that single, and it's going to be a 6-2 Wesley Haynes win. So Haynes will pull the upset right there. 6-2. So Lammers will be your runner-up.
Yeah, not necessarily.
Not necessarily yet. There may be a wrestleback. As we are 12 and a half seconds left to go here. A Frazier win.
With force.
A Frazier win would force a wrestleback. Zimet right now is chose down, not able to escape as Frazier's up on top, riding a hard, tight waist and a chop. And Frazier is going to go to the period number 6. That's going to be his choice. Zimet will ride the left side of Frazier. And Zimet throws a cross-body right in on Frazier. And Frazier with a sit-out, now stand up. Zimet trying to lift him up, and off the edge of the mat they go. 19 seconds left. 19.6 exactly. There's the whistle. Spiral right attempt by Zimet. There's the stand-up by Frazier. Frazier fighting hands of Zimet. Zimet's trying to lift in return. That's going to be a turn-in on Frazier. Frazier trying to score 1 point. And Zimet, he is going to score 1 point. And we're going to have our first wrestle back, Mr. Jamie Vasky. Lammers will take on Frazier in a wrestle back.
What was the score? 2-1.
2-1 in OT. So at weight class 170, there will be a wrestle back. Weight class
Just
180.
to clear this up, we did not have a wrestle back until you said anything.
Well, yeah, but I didn't really say anything. I just held it. Okay, but it must have been the thinking, just the thinking about it. Okay, we're going to go weight class 182 now with Riley Haskin taking on Coy Russell. Haskin, 17-1 technical fall over Luke Knipper, and Russell with a fall in 4:28 over Hirsch from Beckman. Hirsch taking on Luke Knipper from Monticello.
Take a look while these matches just getting underway. That Independence sectional as Jake Wolf from Independence will have a wrestle back at weight class 106. Weight class 113, Mitch Evans is your champion. For the Mustangs, here Austin Stout from Charles City is your runner-up. Weight class 120, Drew Davis from Independence is your runner-up. He finishes in second place to Johnny Etherington from Charles City. Weight class 126, Tanner Erickson Dale will be your third place finisher today and will not advance. Weight class 132, Peyton Nolting will go for 5th and 6th, as will Luke House at 138 for Independence. 145, Chase Straw is your champion at the sectional there. Weight class 152, Jake Jewell is your runner-up and district qualifier. Weight class 160, Nick Holt from Independence is your champion. Weight class 170, that is where they are at right now. So we will keep you up to date with that sectional at Independence.
There's a fall by Tyler Hirsch over Luke Knipper in 119. So Tyler Hirsch will have that third place for sure. And Coy Russell right now down 4-0 to Riley Haskin from Dubuque Wahlert Catholic. And Haskin working an inside wrist on the right, works it out to a bar. Haskin was the MVC champ last week. He's 34-5 at weight class 182. 5 seconds left to go in the first period. Haskin up 4-0, and we're going to go the second period. So Tyler Hirsch with a fall over Luke Knipper. So Tyler Hirsch is looking for a Coy Russell upset here to get a wrestle back. This Haskin is very, very tough. We're going to go neutral to start the second period. We'll put Coy Russell back on top, trying to use his quickness and his explosiveness on Haskin. Haskin again with a win today, 35-5. That's an outstanding record. Haskin is only a junior coming back. There's that double by Russell. He's in deep, and Haskin finds the edge of the mat there. That's that double leg takedown, that freight train double that Coy Russell shoots so well. And tell you what, he just ran out of real estate as Haskin in a down block found the edge of the mat. So, Jamie, it appears that Independence sectional was moving along at a fairly quick pace also.
I believe it was.
And the Mustangs having a good day so far. Getting some district qualifiers in that very, very tough sectional with Charles City, who is highly ranked also, and Denver Tripola. And that's just got some outstanding wrestlers there also, as does this one. 1:09 left to go, second period. There's Haskin in on his double, and he collapses the hips of Russell, and Haskin picks up a 2-point takedown, and he goes up by a score of 6-0. Coy Russell trying to work a stand-up on the edge of the mat, and Haskin goes to a tight waist chop, And he's going to take Corey Russell back down to his belly off the left center of the mat. They're on the black mat with the orange trim. Again, one match at a time. After here, I think, Jamie, there's only one 5th and 6th place match on the back side. And then it'll be ready for, so far there's only one wrestleback. So a match on the back side and one wrestleback. Corey Russell now with a long switch attempt on Haskin. Haskin's got some very long levers, and he latches the hips of right around the hips of Corey Russell, and Russell has nowhere to go but back to his stomach. 9 seconds left to go, second period, and we're going to go to the third period with Riley Haskin hanging on to a 6-0 lead. But Jamie, you know, this Haskin's the MVC champ, and Corey Russell only down 6-0 right now. He's wrestling a whale of a match.
Yeah, he really is, and that's what you like to see in Corey Russell coming out here and staying with the ranked wrestler and like you said, an MVC champ.
And a long switch on the whistle by Haskin. Took a couple of crawls forward, then got his hips out, and a long switch, and he grabbed the inside thigh of Corey Russell, pulled himself behind, and a nice switch by Haskin. He's up now by a score of 8-0. And there will not be a wrestleback here as Hirsch won the third place match. So Russell will be a district qualifier, but right now Haskin has Russell going to his back. And you can see why Riley Haskin is an MVC champ. He's very solid, very technically sound, very basic, not flashy at all, but he's very physical on top, a very good rider, a very good mat wrestler. He's got Corey Russell on his back with 109. There's the fall right there. In 4 minutes and 52 seconds, Haskin will win by a fall. So, but that will put Corey Russell into the districts next week. Let's take another short timeout. Stay with us. You're listening to Hold by Hold Wrestling right here on 94.7 KMCH.
I'm going to do another update. Along with in-studio producer Janelle Tucker, Jamie Vasky, Roger Reed back with you, and postseason wrestling on KMCH brought to you by Fairway, Smitty's Fireside Pub and Steakhouse, Simon's Grain and Feed, Leonard Muller Funeral Home, D&S Portables, Crop Production Services in Dyersville and Worthington, Citizens State Bank, Edgewood Convalescent Home and Lincolnwood Assisted Living, Three Rivers FS, Meyer Mechanical, The Good Neighbor Home, the Edgewood Reminder, and Fenton Repair LLC. As we are up to weight class 195, we got Logan Pasker from Beckman taking on Scott Taylor from West Delaware. Pasker with a 2-0 lead now, as we with 1:12 left to go in this first period. As we will take a look while there's kind of a lull in the action down there. Take a look at the Starmont sectional today, as Cody Cleve from Starmont is your champion. Mike Jones, as he won 4-0 over Mike Jones from Edco. Mike Jones is in a wrestleback. Will be in a wrestleback with Dylan Loomer from Jessup at weight class 113. Your champion is Gannon Cook from East Buchanan, as he pinned Carter Alvis from Edco. Alvis is in a wrestleback with John Gilson from Starmont. Weight class 120. Kyle Decker from East Buchanan will finish in third place today, so there will be no area district qualifiers at weight class 120. Weight class 126, Joe Meisner from Edco is in a wrestleback, as he was beaten in the finals by Bryce Ackerman of Wapsie Valley. So Meisner will take on Jacob Clark from Jessup in that wrestleback. Weight class 132, Dusty Decker from East Buchanan is in a wrestleback, as he will take on the number 2 seed Cole Brandt from Wapsie Valley. So a wrestleback at 132 for Dusty Decker. And that is as far as they are with the championship and third place matches at the Starmont sectional.
So several wrestlebacks up there, Jamie, and
might have time to get to Delhi or Starmont to call the rest of that action.
We could, certainly. Well, down on the far side, Logan Pasker with a single leg takedown on Scott Taylor. He got in deep on the leg, and Taylor tried to whizzer, but Pasker brought that leg right up shoulder high on Taylor and hit him with a front trip, took him down. So it's a Pasker 2-0 lead right now, and Taylor trying to work himself out of it. On the match in front of us, it's Patrick from Dubuque Wahlert Catholic ahead of Heinrichsen by a score of 11-1. So that bodes well for Scotty Taylor right now. Taylor would like to go as a champion, though, but I'll tell you what, the senior from Beckman Catholic, Logan Pasker, is doing a great job riding hips, great job controlling the arms of Scott Taylor, and Taylor, no hand control whatsoever down underneath. There's a flip of the disc. It's going to be Taylor's choice, and looks over to Coach Lenz, and Lenz is going to say, hey, go down. So we'll see what Logan Pasker decides to do here. Pasker's going to cut him loose, and we're going to start neutral, so it's 2-1. So what else would you expect there, Jamie? We're going to go back to our feet with a 2-1, a Scott Taylor 1-point match right here, 2-1. So it's going to be very interesting. 14-1 now, Patrick on top of Heinrichsen, and Patrick looking for a win there. Taylor now forcing Pasker to the edge of the mat, and Pasker looking for a shot on Taylor. Again, I imagine that Logan Pasker is not going to force anything here. He's going to try to set up one good shot and try to attack the legs. There's a high crotch attempt by Pasker, and Taylor squares him off. Good hand control by the senior from Dyersville, Beckman Catholic.
As we take a look real quickly here at the Maquoketa Valley sectional, Brock Henderson from North Lynn is your champion. Ben Moyer from Alburnett is your runner-up. Weight class 113. We will have a wrestle-off as Dalton Bell from North Lynn will wrestle back against Levi Burns from Clayton Ridge. Weight class 120. We will have a wrestle-off as Mason Hermanson from Maquoketa Valley will take on James Cunningham from Clayton Ridge in the wrestleback at 120. Weight class 126, Jared Coyle from Maquoketa Valley is your champion. We will have a wrestleback with Kyler Henderson from North Lynn and Jacob Koch from Alburnett. Weight class 132, no area wrestlers as Zach Cornell from Maquoketa Valley finishes in 4th place today. Weight class 138 as Garrett Mathis from North Lynn will finish in 3rd place today as he will not get a wrestle back at 138. Weight class 145. Dylan Wright from Maquoketa Valley will finish in 3rd place as Bryce Paul from Alburnett took the championship, so no wrestle back there as Will Martin from Cascade will finish in 2nd place. Weight class 152, Trevor Koopman from Maquoketa Valley finishes in first place. Dakota Lapata from North Lynn finishes in 4th place. Weight class 160, Steve Huber from Maquoketa Valley is your champion with a fall in the championship round. Jacob Rawson from North Lynn will finish in 3rd place and does not get a wrestle back at 160. 170, Dylan Winfield from Alburnett is your champion as he pinned Alec McDowell from Maquoketa Valley. McDowell will now have a wrestle back against Dominic Knudsen from Clayton Ridge. Weight class 182, Jordy Downs is in the 3rd and 4th place match as he will take, if he wins that, he will have a wrestle back with Ryan Mueller from Clayton Ridge, and that is as far as they are in Delhi.
Well, out in front of us, Jamie, we have a 1-point escape by Pasker to start the 3rd period, and it's now 3-1. So Scott Taylor looking for a 2-point takedown to tie it up. The match out in front of us, it's 15-4 in favor of John Patrick from Wahlert Catholic. But I'm telling you what, Spencer Hendrickson from Anamosa is not quitting. Tell you what, he's trying to climb back into this match. Patrick was one takedown away from ending this with a technical fall, made a bad shot. Hendrickson hit him with a go-behind and covered up his hips. So it's now 15-4 going to the 3rd period. 3-1 with Pasker and Taylor. And again, we're all neutral, wrestling on our feet. There's a stand-up by Patrick. Hendrickson's going to drop in on a single. And Patrick with a hard crossface on Hendrickson. He's going to try to flatten Hendrickson out and cover his hips up for a 2-point takedown. And we're going to get a stalemate. Back to neutral we go. Here in front of us, both matches are neutral. Taylor and Pasker. 3-1 is your score in the championship match. There's Pasker in on a long shot. This is where Scotty Taylor likes to be. Let's see if he can finish it. Pasker got in deep on the hips and Taylor. I'll tell you what, that's a nice job by the senior from Beckman Catholic. He got in and he didn't set. And Jamie, that's one thing. If you set, Scotty Taylor's going to score 2 on you. But Pasker got in, shot his head through the legs, and then covered the hips up of Taylor and didn't give Taylor a chance to counter. 1 point escape by Taylor. We're going back to our feet. It's 5-2. 18 seconds left to go in front of us, and it's 15-4. Now it's 17-4 in favor of Patrick from Waller Catholic. So it appears that there won't be a wrestle back at 195 either, as with 4 seconds left to go. Patrick's going to win this match 20-4. So 21 seconds in the championship match. It looks like Pasker will hang on to a 5-2 lead. A couple of takedowns and escape on Scott Taylor. Got in deep, and I'll tell you what, that's
the final here, 20-4.
20-4. 20-4. So Heinrichsen, his season will end as a 4th placer here at the sectional. And that's a 5-2 Pasker win. So there'll be no wrestle back at 195, and that's going to send us to weight class 220. We've got 6 matches left is all, Jamie, up to this point. That's total. That's total. We've got 2 here at 220. We've got 2 at 285.
And that'll be Beckman's 3rd district qualifier. Makokata with 3, Monticello with 3, Wallert with 4, and West Delaware with 10 district qualifiers.
Well, they're having a good day, and you talked to Coach Voss about that this morning, about the potential for qualifiers. If they had a good day, they would have good numbers, and that's they're having a good day. I'd say anytime you get 10 district qualifiers, you're having a good day. Well, weight class 220, out in front of us we have Will Wenger, and he's taking on Luke Funky, the freshman from Beckman. And Will Wenger's in a great shot to get himself a wrestle back. But he's got to beat this really good freshman from Beckman. That's Luke Funky. He's 22-24 coming into the tournament. He's 22-25 right now, so that's a solid freshman campaign at 220. You don't see too many freshmen wrestling 220, but this young freshman's come in and done a nice job. There's a double shot by Will Wenger. And Funky does a nice job at collapsing on top of Will Wenger's head and down blocking. Again, we talked about the regional pairings. West Delaware will host here on Tuesday night. We do not know who the opponents will be yet. That will be decided upon tonight. And again, there'll be 3 duels. There'll be 4 teams here on Tuesday night, and it will be the 2 champions wrestling the two sectional champions wrestling the 2 sectional runners-up, and then the 2 sectional champions, whoever wins the 2 duels, will meet for a chance to go to the state duels, which will be the 19th of February at the Wells Fargo. And we're going to get a slam on mat number 1 as Ryan Seaman from Waller Catholic had Zach Tim up in the air over his shoulders and slammed him down. That's going to be a 1-point technical violation. And I'll tell you what, Tim is going to take some injury time as he got the wind knocked right out of him. You could see it. There's a long shot by Funky, and Wenger's going to try to cover his hips for 2. There's a 2-point takedown by Will Wenger. Right as time is going to expire. There's 8 seconds left. That was a freshman shot by Funky as there was no setup, and he shot straight in and didn't take his hips with him, and that made Will Wenger's go behind pretty easy. Knee slide to a stand-up attempt by Funky, and Wenger's going to hang on to that that left ankle, and we're going to go to the second period with Will Wenger hanging on to a 2-0 lead. Wenger's choice, he's going to defer over to Funky, and let's see where Funky decides to go. He's going to go down. Over on the championship match, Tim and Seaman. Tim comes in at 24-16, and Seaman is 23-15. So an opportunity here for anybody to win that match, even Steven. Will Winger hanging on to that ankle of Funky, and now comes up across the top. Might be a cradle opportunity for Winger. He's got Funky in a cradle and couldn't quite lock it up as Funky stretched out that big tree trunk leg and broke the grip of Will Winger. So back to action. Winger getting a little bit high riding, and Funky doing a nice job with hand control. There's Will Winger. Will Winger is going to lift up a single as Funky came to a stand-up. Now hard whizzer by Funky. He's got Will Winger out of position. Winger sitting on his left hip. Winger's now got to come up, and Funky's going to pick up a 2-point reversal and try to tie this thing up. And it's tied up now, 2 apiece. 1:05 left to go, second period. So the young freshman doing a nice job. Now power half Nelson by Funky. Winger coming to a stand-up. Funky trying to lock up a cradle, and Winger's going to pick up a 2-point reversal. 52 seconds left to go. Winger up on top of Funky now, riding a hard tight waist chop now. Winger sitting on that left leg. He's got that left ankle of Funky's right across his back, and the referee's going to tell him to make it to turn it loose. Now a hard crossface by Winger, trying to set up a crossface cradle on Funky. Winger trying to drive that head and chest to the left leg of Funky. Funky doing a nice job with hand control and straightening that out. And off the edge of the mat they go. 54 seconds left to go, second period, and it's still a Tim 1-0 lead as Seaman up on top. I tell you what, Will Winger in a great opportunity for a wrestle back for West Delaware. But the freshman from Beckman Catholic has something to say about it. There's a nice chop, tight waist by Winger. And now a hard crossface by Winger, right to left. He gets a little bit high riding again. Now Winger goes around the head of Funky. And Winger's hips are way down on the mat. 2 seconds left to go. Will Winger hanging on for dear life, and that's going to do it.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
A little scramble there at the end, huh?
Yes, indeed, it was.
When you said Winger was holding on for dear life, you definitely meant it.
Winger up by a score of 4-2, and we're going to the third period, and we're going to choose neutral. And Will Winger, it was Winger's choice. And both coaches were in agreement over there, Coach Phillips and Coach Voss. 8 seconds left to go in the championship match with Tim from Monticello. There's a hard double by Funky. And Winger in a down block. Funky trying to circle and cut the corner. Winger stuffing the head of Funky. Now Winger over the top of Funky. Hard down block by Winger. Stuffing the head, trying to go behind Funky. Trying to cut the corner. He's got a block off the left arm. There's a nice job by Will Winger to cut the corner on Funky to pick up a 2-point takedown. 1:22 left to go. Championship match now. Seaman from Dubuque Waller Catholic will choose down, and Tim will go up on top riding. So Will Winger trying to do everything possible to get himself a wrestle back, and kind of depending on Seaman from Waller Catholic to win that championship match over there. I'm telling you what, Tim's got a cradle locked up on Seaman, and Seaman's going to break it. 1:30 left to go. Seaman belly down on the mat. No, not much action at all. Tim just content to ride an inside wrist. Now a hard crossface. Back on the third and fourth place match here. Winger up 6-2 and doing a nice job sitting over the left ankle of Funky and working inside the arms, Jamie. It's a lot better job by Will Winger to stay behind the arms.
Yeah, it is. And he wrestles much better when he's behind the arms, because when he tries throwing the legs in and working over top and working cradles, sometimes you never know what you're going to get with Will when he goes on top and tries something he's not real comfortable with. So, Will's just got to stay behind the arms and keep doing, just keep riding tough here.
Well, with 19 seconds left to go, Will Winger's going to do his part. Over in the championship match, it's going to be a cradle attempt by Tim. And Seaman's going to roll out of it and slap Tim on his back. He's going to pick up 2 for the reversal, and he's going to pick up some back points right here. So Will Winger's going to get himself a wrestle back. Winger's going to win 6-2. There's going to be a fall by Seaman. Winger's going to win 6-2. So we'll have a wrestle back between Wenger and Tim at 2:20. That's a solid match. Good comeback by Will Wenger, Jamie. And Seaman got warned for stalling. That seemed to wake him up a little bit. And as soon as he got hit with that stalling, he decided he wanted to wrestle.
Yeah, funny how that happens, isn't it?
We've seen that many, many times. Well, here's Richie Heverin taking on number 10 ranked Daniel Pike. And then this is nothing new for Richie Heverin to wrestle ranked heavyweights. He's taken Quentin Taylor to the limit a couple times from Benton Community. And Daniel Pike, the senior from Monticello at 32-3. And I think one of his losses has been to Tyler Yankovic from Maquoketa Valley, Daniel Pike's. Pike now working collar tie on Heverin. Heverin doing a nice job working inside position. Yeah, we'll see which. There's a nice snatch single by Pike as he reaches down and grabs the left leg of Heverin. Heverin with a nice down block. And off the edge of the mat they go. So restart back in the middle. So Pike now trying to work that short grabs on those very quick feet of Richie Heverin. 1:09 left to go. First period here. Out in front of us, Colton Leak. Colton Leak from Beckman Catholic taking on Colby Tonjes. And Leak and Tonjes.
Right there, Pike just kind of pushed Heverin, and Heverin tripped and fell down to the mat. Now Pike's going to throw a cross body right in and bring Richie back down to the mat, throw the legs in. But Richie just kind of tripped up a little bit, and Pike, all he did was push Richie over, and now he's going to throw that chicken wing in, looking for the fall. There it is.
We're seeing why Daniel Pike is ranked as one of the best heavyweights in the state right there, Jamie, with the fall of 129. Colton Leak has Tonjes on his back right here, so that would be very good news for Heverin. Colton Leak with a half Nelson. He's got 48 seconds. There's the fall. So Heverin no wrestle back at 285. So Pike in a fall. Pike in a fall for your champion. Heverin will be your runner-up. And Leak from Beckman will be your bronze medalist there with a fall. So I think, Jamie, we can take a timeout. We got the 152 match coming up. We have no area wrestlers. That's a backside match.
We don't have anybody there?
We have a Monticello wrestler at 152. I take that back.
Aitchison.
Now 152. This is Wernemont from Beckman Catholic taking on Aitchison from Monticello. All right, so
We do have 2 wrestle laps this afternoon. 2 wrestle laps.
so,
The first one cannot start until 4:25.
Ooh,
so we'll have a long break after
4:25 and 4:30.
4:30. So we'll have quite a break. So
4:25 match will be
you'll have plenty of opportunity there, Mr. Vasky, to do all your recapping. And let's go down to this match with Aitchison and Wernemont. And this is the only match today, the only full bracket, the only match. We have a 5th and 6th place match. Everything else is not going to happen today. There's Aitchison with a nice double on Wernemont, and he's going to set Wernemont down to his side and cover up the hips, and pick up a 2-point takedown. So Aitchison will go up. Aitchison coming in here 9-10. Lost a very tough first round match to Reinert from Beckman Catholic 4-3. Then Max Ridenauer from West Delaware picked up that win over Reinert 4-0. So that's how that 152-pound weight class has fared today. 20 seconds left to go, and it's a 2-0 lead for Aitchison. Aitchison now working a butcher on Wernemont, trying to slap him to his back, trying to toss him right to his back, and Wernemont does a nice job pulling the butcher off and going belly down. There's a throw by Aitchison, 2 seconds left, and there's not going to be any back points there, and we're going to go to the second period with Aitchison up 2-0. It's going to be Wernemont's choice. He's got the green leg band on. He's going to defer over to Aitchison, and you just kind of see Aitchison saying, I really don't want to be out here doing this, but I'm going to get it done anyway. He just kind of got that look on his face. There's a long switch by Aitchison. He's going to pick up 2. He's going to pick up 2. He hasn't picked up 2 as Wernemont squared him off. He's going to pick up, trying to pick up 2 on the reversal. And Wernemont's doing a nice job squaring him off. And we'll see what happens. This is going to be a 1-point escape for Aitchison. As Wernemont did a nice job squaring him off, not giving up that 2, not surrendering that 2-point reversal there to Aitchison. So now Aitchison takes a 3-0 lead. Takes a 3-0 lead with 1:26 left to go. So we'll see if Aitchison continues to pile on some points here. If he's content to hang on to this 3-0 lead and make Wernemont work a little bit here. 1:11 left to go, second period. Again, the boys just came up and got the award stand. And we're going to hand out some awards here probably at the end of the day. The West Delaware Hawks will wrestle here on Tuesday night, Jamie. I think that's a foregone conclusion that they will be the sectional champs. We just don't know what the final team score will be yet. We're starting to disassemble the gym here a little bit. Got some wrestling left. There's a bear hug. There's a bear hug by Wernemont, and Aitchison's on his back. That's going to be a 4-point move for Wernemont, Miles Wernemont, as he caught Aitchison flat-footed, went in on a double, half a sprawl by Aitchison, and Wernemont climbed up the body and locked him up in a bear hug, picked up 2 for the takedown and 2 for the near fall, and here comes the cross body ride by Wernemont. He's got it stuck in on the right side, and he's scooping that left arm of Aitchison, and Aitchison's nowhere to go right now. We'll see if we get a stalemate. Our official is going to let that clock run out as there's only 6 seconds left to go in the second period. So that's going to do it. We're going to go to the third period with Miles Wernemont up 4-3, courtesy of that double to a bear hug and 2 for the takedown and 2 back points. And let's see whose choice it's going to be. It's going to be Wernemont's choice to start the third. He's going to choose down, so he might have the edge here. Aitchison's got some work to do. Again, this is when you get to this point, this is all about pride. This is a pride thing. This is a pride match. And it's your last match of your season. Both guys, Aitchison's a junior, Wernemont's a junior. They'll both be back for their senior campaigns, but you certainly don't want to end on a loss. There's a sit-out turn in by Wernemont and a tight waist chop by Aitchison. Again, Miles Wernemont content to burn some clock underneath, just staying busy. And Aitchison's got to find something that's going to turn Wernemont to his back. Tell you what, that's going to tie it up right there as Aitchison cut Wernemont loose. Wernemont came right in on a bad shot. And Aitchison hit him with a go-behind. Now Aitchison's got a chicken wing on the right side, and he's picking up no back points, but it's tied up 5-5. He's got that chicken wing loaded up on the right side, inside wrist on the left. Wernemont's in a world of trouble right there. And Aitchison is taking that straight over instead of to the ear of Wernemont. He's never going to turn Wernemont there. Wernemont, if he could get his hips underneath and do a sit-up, he'd have Aitchison on his back. 53 seconds left to go. 5-5. Aitchison's got that chicken wing locked up deep. He's got to go more to the head. There's some back points as Wernemont's going to roll through. No back points as Aitchison had the chicken wing in, and he let Wernemont roll through. 36 seconds left to go. Might be overtime. Wernemont up to his stand-up. Back trip by. We're going to have locked hands against Aitchison. Now we're going to have a switch against Wernemont. That's going to be a 1 for penalty and a 2 reversal. And that's a 3-point move by Wernemont. He's going to win this thing 8-5 unless Aitchison's got some giddy-up left in that singlet with 13 seconds left to go. And it's not going to happen. So Wernemont will win that 8-6. Well, I think it's 8-5. They got the score goofed up there, but I think it's 8-5. Yes, indeed. 8-5. That's going to be a Wernemont win. So he'll be your 5th place. So, Jamie, we've got about half an hour before our last 2 matches. So here you go, buddy.
Alrighty, we will start at weight class 106. No area wrestlers making it to the district tournament, but Will Marsh from Anamosa finishes in third place today, as from Anamosa, as he goes 0-2 on the day. So, I'm sorry, he goes 0-1 on the day and finishes in third place. Weight class 113, Patrick Woods from West Delaware is your champion. Your runner-up is Anthony Kinley from Monticello. Next Saturday at the districts, Patrick Woods will take on Jeremy Sorum from Comanche. Kinley will take on Jacob Fensky from Davenport Assumption. Weight class 120, your champion is Dalton Huseman from Monticello, as he defeated Logan Riley by fall in the championship. Huseman next Saturday will take on Brennan Gould, the runner-up from Assumption in that other sectional. Logan Riley will take on Elliot Henderson from West Liberty. Weight class 126, Sam Phillips from West Delaware is your champion. Dallas Durkup from Macokota is your runner-up. Phillips will take on Kirk Momsen from Davenport Assumption in the first round next Saturday. Durkup will take on Bryce Everson from Comanche. Weight class, get these guys in here. At weight class 113, Brad Ertl finishes in fourth place today, and Dalton Erickson finishes in fifth place at weight class 120. That was our only area wrestlers. 126, Ted Ehrlich from Beckman finishes in fifth place, and Wyatt Himes from Anamosa finishes in fourth place. Weight class 132, Connor Wickman from West Delaware is your champion. At weight class 132. Cody Feldman from Beckman is your runner-up. Cody Feldman will take on Eric Clark of Davenport Assumption in the first round next week. There's a wrestle back to see who Connor Wickman will wrestle. Logan Rubner from Anamosa finishes in third place. Weight class 138, Cody Neighbor from Beckman is your champion with a 6-4 win over Bo Vasky. Bo Vasky is your runner-up. He'll take on Tiante Parks from Davenport Assumption in the first round next Saturday. Blaine Walker from Anamosa finishes in third place. Weight class 145, your champion is Jordan Barker from Monticello. Your runner-up is Timmy Tutton from West Delaware. Your third place finisher, is Ben Hageman from Beckman. And your fifth place finisher is Sam Dolan from Anamosa. Next Saturday, Barker from Monticello will take on Carter Cahill from DeWitt in the first round. Tutton will take on Tristan Finch from Davenport Assumption. Weight class 152, your champion is Jacob Clough from Macokota. Runner-up is Max Ridenauer from West Delaware. Third place is Nick Reinert from Beckman. Fourth place is Randy Von Buren from Anamosa, and your sixth place finisher today is Trent Aitchison from Monticello. Next Saturday, Max Ridenauer will take on Danny Bush from Davenport Assumption in the first round. Cloft will wrestle Mason Cousins from DeWitt. Weight class 160. Your champion is Jake Voss from West Delaware. Your fourth place finisher is Daniel Huseman from Anamosa. Your fifth place finisher today is Logan Kutch from Beckman. Don't know who Jake Voss will wrestle, as there's a wrestle back in that other sectional. Weight class 170, your champion is Wesley Haynes from Dubuque Wahlert, as he was a 6-2 winner over Brent Lammers, as we will have a wrestle back at weight class 170 between Tyler Frazier of Anamosa and Brent Lammers of West Delaware. The winner of that one will face Drew Schrader from DeWitt in the first round at districts next Saturday. Weight class 182, your champion is Riley Haskin from Dubuque Wahlert, as he pinned Coy Russell from West Delaware. No wrestle back. Russell will be your runner-up. He'll take on Gabe Rangel from Davenport Assumption in the first round next Saturday. Tyler Hirsch from Beckman is your third place finisher. Luke Knipper from Monticello finishes in fourth place today, and Dylan Wood from Anamosa finishes in fifth place. 195, your champion is Logan Pasker from Beckman. Not sure who he wrestles yet next Saturday, as there's a wrestle back in the other sectional. Scott Taylor from West Delaware finishes in second place. He'll take on Chase Hager from Davenport Assumption next Saturday in the first round. Spencer Henriksen from Anamosa finishes in fourth place. Weight class 220. Your champion is Ryan Seaman from Dubuque Wahlert, as he pinned Zach Tim from Monticello in the championship. We will have a wrestle back at 220 between Zach Tim and Will Wenger of West Delaware. And the winner of that one will face Stephen Cruzy from Louisa Muscatine in the first round next Saturday. And your fourth place finisher today, Luke Funky from Beckman. And at heavyweight, Your champion is Daniel Pike from Monticello. Your runner-up is Richie Hevron from West Delaware. Pike will take on Doug Hyen from DeWitt in the first round next Saturday. Hevron will take on Dylan Van Duzen from West Liberty in the first round next week. Your third-place finisher is Colton Leak from Beckman. Your fourth-place finisher is Colby Tangis from Anamosa. See if we can get some team scores here before we take a break. West Delaware in first place with 239.5. Wahlert in second with 172.5. Beckman in third place with 149. Anamosa in fourth place with 119. Monticello in fifth with 115. And Maquoketa is in sixth place with 112. They're going to do some awards at this time. We will take a look at see how our other sectionals are coming along as we take a look at the sectional in Independence today. As we mentioned, Jacob Wolf from Independence is in a wrestleback. Mitch Evans from Independence finishes in first place. Drew Davis at 120, a runner-up today. 126, Tanner Erickson Dale finishes in third place. 132, Peyton Olting will wrestle for fifth and sixth. 138, Luke House will wrestle for fifth and sixth. Chase Straw at 145 is a champion. 152, Jake Jewell is your runner-up and district qualifier. 160, Nick Holt is your champion. 170, Zach Kramer finishes in third place, no district qualifier there. 182, Kyle Fank is your champion. 195, Matt McMillan is your champion and a district qualifier. Weight class 220, Jason Grover from Independence is your champion and a state qualifier. And at heavyweight, Mitch Selesky is the champion there for the Mustangs. Taking a look at the Starmont sectional here, as we'll pull that up real quick. The Starmont sectional, as we mentioned, Cody Cleve from Starmont is your sectional champion and district qualifier. Mike Jones from Edco is in a wrestleback with Dylan Loomer from Jessup. Weight class 113, Gannon Cook from East Buchanan is your champion. Carter Alvis from Edco and John Gilson from Starmont will have a wrestleback for that other qualifying spot. Weight class 120, Kyle Decker from East Buchanan finishes in third place. No district qualifier there. Jake Kewins from Starmont will wrestle for fifth and sixth. Weight class 126, Joe Meisner from Edco is in a wrestleback as he'll take on Jacob Clark from Jessup. Kyle Keating from East Buchanan will wrestle for fifth and sixth. David Hayes from Starmont eliminated from the tournament. Weight class 132, Dusty Decker from East Buchanan will be in a wrestleback against Cole Brandt from Wapsie Valley. Christian Bird from Starmont has been eliminated from the tournament. Weight class 138, Sawyer Amling from Edco is your champion. Kyle Wessels from East Buchanan finishes in fourth place today, and Hunter Bachtel from Starmont finishes in fifth place. Weight class 145, Michael Neighbor from East Buchanan is in a wrestleback against Hunter Fletcher from MFL Marmac. Caleb Payne from Edco will be wrestling for fifth and sixth place. Weight class 152, your champion is Brandon Ackerman from Wapsie Valley. Your runner-up and district qualifier is Jet Kewins from Starmont. Going for fifth place is Jacob Schmidt from East Buchanan. Tanner Payne from Edco eliminated from the tournament. Weight class 160, no area district qualifiers, as fourth place today was Chance Cook from East Buchanan. Jamie Nefsker was eliminated from the tournament. Weight class 170, we have a wrestleback, an area wrestleback, as Matt Cook from Starmont will take on Colton Wegman from Edco for the final spot at weight class 170, as Brennan Murphy from East Buchanan finishes in fourth place. Weight class 182, Griffin Sabalka from East Buchanan finishes in fourth place today, and Brady Helly from Edco finishes in fifth place. Weight class 195, Tyler Hoffman from East Buchanan is your champion. Chase Peterman from Starmont is your runner-up. Those are your district qualifiers. At weight class 220, we have Niall White from East Buchanan is wrestling in the championship. No other wrestlers there, so we'll see if he can get in that second spot. And at heavyweight, we got Jordan Lentz from East Buchanan will be a district qualifier for the Buccaneers. As we take a look at the sectional in Delhi today, as at weight class 106, Brock Henderson, your champion. We mentioned that. The runner-up is Ben Moyer from Alburnett. Weight class 113, Dalton Bell from North Lynn will be in a wrestleback for that second spot. Weight class 120. Ethan Romedko finishes in fifth place today for North Lynn. There's a wrestleback with Mason Hermanson from Maquoketa Valley for that second qualifier spot. And we mentioned at weight class 113, Carter Klosterman from Maquoketa Valley was your fourth place finisher. Weight class 126, Jarrett Coyle from Maquoketa Valley is your champion. Runner-up spot not yet determined. There's a wrestleback, Kyler Henderson from North Lynn, and Jacob Koch of Alburnett will wrestle back. Weight class 132, no area wrestlers getting district qualifying spots there as Zach Cornell from Maquoketa Valley finishes in fourth place. Levi Hinton from North Lynn finishes in fifth place. 138, Garrett Mathis from North Lynn finishes in third place today. No other area wrestlers, so no qualifiers there at 138. 145, Dylan Wright from Maquoketa Valley finishes in third place today. No state qualifying there for him. Ethan Roush from North Lynn finishes in sixth place today. Weight class 152, Trevor Koopman from Maquoketa Valley is your champion. North Lynn's Dakota Lapata finishes in fourth place today. And those are all the area wrestlers there. 160, Steve Huber, Maquoketa Valley is your champion and district qualifier. Jacob Rawson from North Lynn finishes in third place today and will not qualify for districts. 170, Alec McDowell from Maquoketa Valley will be in a wrestleback as he will take on Dominic Knutson of Clayton Ridge, weight class 182. Have a wrestleback with Jordy Downs from Maquoketa Valley and Ryan Mueller from Clayton Ridge. Weight class 195, Eric Himes from Maquoketa Valley is your runner-up, so he will be a district qualifier for the Wildcats. At 220, Ryan Parmalee with an winning by injury default in the championship. He will be your sectional champion, and no area wrestlers wrestling back there as Kane McEnany finishes in sixth place today for North Lynn. And at heavyweight, Tyler Yankovic is your champion. Kyler Schott is your runner-up, and two district qualifiers there. So that's all we got for now. We're going to take a break. Again, we can't wrestle until 4:25 with our wrestle back matches, so we'll send it back to Janelle at the studio. She'll get some music on for you, and we will be back with those wrestle back matches as Brent Lammers will be up for West Delaware, and Will Wenger will also wrestle back for the Hawks. So that's going to do it here for now. You are listening to high school sectional wrestling from KMCH Sports.